Egypt and the classical world cross-cultural encounters in antiquity. The Kellis Mammisi, a painted chapel from the final centuries of the ancient Egyptian religion. Role of the pharaoh. The Egyptian-style paintings of the Mammisi focus on religious themes with only little attention to cultic or historical information. The majority of scenes refer to the cyclical rejuvenation of the gods through depictions of the subdivisions of time. The scenes include divine personifications of the years, the 12 months of the year, the 30 days of the month, the 12 hours of the day, and those of the night. Other scenes relate to the birth of the god Tutu, with images of the gods Ptah and Khenshnum seated at potter's wheels, and of the 7 Hathors and Meskhane goddesses. The scene of the 7 Hathors has been reconstructed from fragments, and a part of it is shown separately in detail here in order to demonstrate the high quality of the Egyptian-style paintings. Each figure was rendered with the use of each of the 7 colors available to the painters in this style: yellow, red, blue, green, pink, black, and white. Each of the Hathors wears a different elaborate crown, and they hold objects in their hands as offerings to taps, consisting of mirrors, floral collars, sistra, and maynarts. The same objects are also shown on top of small tables set in front of each goddess. The amount of detail and the expert way of drawing each image are remarkable, and it places the decoration of this Mammisi on a par with the best relief work in the temples in the Nile Valley, notably that of Dendera from the reigns of Nero at 54–68, and Trajan at 98–117. The second unique aspect of the decoration of the Mammisi is the way in which the role of the pharaoh is minimized within the decorative program. In total, there were more than 400 gods depicted inside the Mammisi, the name and titles of each designated in the accompanying hieroglyphic legends. Remarkably, and in another divergence from regular practice, the gods are shown interacting among themselves, and there is no king represented serving them or rendering them homage. Only a single representation of a nameless king appears at the entrance to the shrine, on the inner face of the south door jamb, a generic image of a king consecrating food offerings to the gods inside the Mammisi. This is the only occurrence of a representation of the conventional role of the pharaoh, interacting with the gods on behalf of humankind. The Kellis Mammisi has suppressed the role of the king, and instead various minor gods play his part in the decorative program, presenting offerings to the major gods. At the same time, 2 scenes contain groups of priests performing offering rituals in front of the local deities. On the north and south walls of the shrine, 27 and 37 priests, respectively, are shown bringing cultic items to the gods of the temple: tutu, knife, and taps. The first group of priests from the southern series is shown performing the daily ritual for tutu, opening the shrine and bringing incense and libations. One of them is pouring oil on the floor from a situla, which is a ritual familiar from the archaeological remains of the Dakla temples.